Hey everybody, welcome back to the video or the stream if you're watching live. Sorry I haven't been on the last couple of days. I've been dealing with some stuff at home. Not anything bad, we just didn't have water, so we were dealing with that. I wanted to talk about the playoffs. I think we have just witnessed the possibly the greatest weekend of football in NFL history, at least. The greatest weekend of football I've watched. I think Rappaport tweeted out that, or Schefter tweeted out that three of the four, or all four games ended on the last play, and everybody was making fun of him because all games end on the last play. But he meant that all four games this weekend ended on a score on the final play, which was crazy. We saw both one seeds fall on Saturday. We watched the Titans lose to the Bengals, and the Bengals proving why it wasn't a bad idea to draft a kicker, and Joe Shiesty proving himself along with Jamar Chase and Higgins. All around they did great. And the Titans sacked him 9 times, and he still pulled it out. So a great game by them. And then we watched the Packers and 49ers game, which was a miserable game to watch. Aaron Rodgers drove down the field and scored a touchdown on the first drive, and then failed to score a touchdown again after that. That 49ers D line is vicious. They're incredible. Both Bosa brothers, but Bosa on the 49ers is incredible. Along with the rest of them, it just definitely probably the second best pass rush in the league. No discredit to Tennessee with setting a sack record in the playoffs, but the defense single handedly won the 49ers the game. They scored 0 offensive touchdowns and pulled it out. Kicker Gold, he's golden from the field. And then on Sunday we watched Tom Brady almost complete arguably his best comeback of all time. I know he was down 28-3 in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, but he was down 27-3 this time, and we saw him almost pull it out. Not just him, his defense created a lot of turnovers. We had a Cup fumble, we had Akers fumble twice. And I think the Rams had 4 turnovers, had a turnover deficit of 2, and still won the game. But yeah, they couldn't get anything going. Brady was playing with a backup tackle. Wirfs, I think, is an all-pro tackle, and he was out. And then his backup was out for some of the game, having to start a rookie undrafted guy. So to be able to almost overcome that and beat a Rams team with backup offensive linemen, I mean that line with Von Miller and Aaron Donald is it's insane. It's probably the best D line ever assembled. That pass rush is unstoppable. So they had to go back to playing Bucks football, and when they did start doing their checkdowns and quick outs and stuff, they came back. But obviously Cooper Kupp couldn't be contained. The Cowboys only held the worst play call ever for a week. They only held that title because whatever the defensive coordinator for the Bucks was doing, running a cover zero all out blitz on that last play was an awful idea. You saw Stafford pick up on it immediately. Almost hot route to Kupp, and then drive down and kick a field goal, cost the Bucks the game and all the momentum. And then going on to the Chiefs and Buffalo game, incredible back and forth. Gabriel Davis, I think, had what, 4 touchdowns, over 200 yards. That's crazy for a guy who nobody even knew who he was. No offense to him at the beginning of the season. They had Diggs, who was coming in as the best receiver from the previous year. They had Beasley, who's got some pretty sure hands. But then you had guys like Gabriel Davis and Emmanuel Sanders and Dustin Knox and McKenzie all step up throughout the season to kind of put the Bills where they were at, and they did fantastic. But Mahomes is just on another level. He's probably the most skilled quarterback of all time. I mean, you gave the dude 13 seconds, and he went down and got a score to tie the game in 13 seconds, and then just walk off touchdown in overtime. There's been an argument about the overtime rules. I personally believe both offenses should touch the ball at least in the playoffs. Maybe play out the full 10-minute quarter, or give each of them a chance like the old college rules. but I also can't argue it. The Bills voted no against changing the rule when the Chiefs lost to the Patriots a couple years ago in the AFC Championship. The Andy Reid submitted that they wanted it changed, and everybody voted no. So it is what it is. They're just playing by everybody else's rules, and that's what happened. But overall, I think they were definitely the most incredible games of the weekend I've ever seen. And yeah, I can't wait to see what the playoffs have left to hold. The 49ers have beat the Rams all six of their last matchups, so it'll be interesting to see if they can overcome that. It would be a good time to finally break that curse. And then the Bengals, last time they played the Chiefs, Jamar Chase had like 250 something yards, right? Set a rookie record and just ran all over them. So it's going to be a great matchup again. And I look forward to it. And then I think I'm going to predict the Super Bowl as the Chiefs and the Rams rematch. Should have been a rematch from a couple years ago. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's not much else I have to say. Everybody who's watching this probably watched the games, and